Hi my friend, welcome back to our reading and spelling class with Miss Anita. In today's lesson, we are going to look at the different syllabication patterns. Remember, we said syllabication means breaking words into smaller parts so that we can easily read them and spell them. Alright? So, there are different ways to break words into smaller parts, and that's what we call syllabication patterns or guidelines. Okay, so don't be confused by the word patterns. It means the different ways to break the words into smaller parts. There are a number of different ways. In today's lesson, we are going to focus on the VCCV syllabication pattern. Okay, don't be confused by the letters. V stands for vowel, C stands for consonant, consonant, vowel, or what we call the rabbit words. We use the word rabbit, just a fun way to remind you of this way of breaking words into smaller parts, to remind you of the syllabication pattern, because the word rabbit falls under this category. Now with rabbit words, we split or we break the word where we see two consonants. Okay? Alright. So after marking your vowels and consonants, you break or you split the word apart between two consonants so that you can balance the word and read it easily. Just like how we are going to practice with these words. Okay. Now, first thing is to identify your very first vowel in the word. You mark it with a V. The next letter is a consonant. You mark it with a consonant. The next letter is a consonant. Mark it with a C, and the next letter is a vowel. Mark it with a V. What does the rule tell us? Split between two consonants. Let's check. Vowel, consonant, consonant, consonant. Oh, we have two consonants, so we are going to split the word from here. Look, we have just made two shorter words which are easier to read. Great. Sound out with me. Where should I put the sound buttons? Okay, on top here. Blend, heck. Okay, the first part reads heck. Let's move to the next word. Blend, tick. We have two smaller parts. Let's read them. Heck, tick. Your turn. Let's blend. Hectic. Which word do we hear? Hectic. The word is hectic. You see how breaking them into smaller parts make it easy to read and to spell? Just imagine if I told you to write the word hectic. You are going to clap it and say hectic. I hear two parts. What's the first part? Heck. You write the letter sounds down. What's the next part? Tick. You write those letter sounds down. Hectic. Amazing. Okay, let's move to the next word. Mark your first vowel. There you go. That is a consonant. That's a consonant, and that's a vowel. Oh, sorry, that's a vowel. We mark it with a B. What does the rule tell us? Split between two consonants. Consonant, consonant. Break it apart. You see? Great. Let's sound out. P. Blend, nap. The first part is nap. Let's do the next one, sounding out. Blend, keen. We have two parts. Which one are they? Nap, keen. Your turn. Blend, which word do you hear? Amazing. Napkin. The whole word is napkin. Good job. Let's move to the next one. Identify your first vowel. Yes, it's here. Mark it with the V. Consonant, consonant, vowel. What does the rule tell us with the rabbit words? split between two consonants. Do you see the two consonants? Yes, split between those two. Okay, now read the first part, sounding out with me. L, blend, hell. Sound out the next part. Blend, met. Okay, we have two parts. Can you read the two different parts? Blend. Which one have you read? Amazing. Okay, let's work it out together. Helmet. Let's blend. Helmet. What's the word? Helmet. You must have a helmet if you're going to skate. Good. Let's move to the next one. Identify your first vowel. Yes, we have consonant, consonant, and then vowel. What does the rule tell us? Split between two consonants. Okay, let's do just that. Sounding out. K, a, k. Blend, kak. All right, let's do the next one. T, a, s. Blend, tas. We have two parts, two smaller parts, which are easier to read and easier to write. Okay, first part, read it for me. Next part, blend the two parts. Which one have you read? Amazing. Okay, let's do this together. Cactus. Blend, cactus. Fast away, cactus. All right. Do you see how syllabication makes reading and spelling easier? Just imagine I asked you to write the word cactus. You would say, how many syllables do I hear? Cactus. 2 syllables, all right. What's the first part? Cac. You write those letter sounds down. What's the ending sound? Tas. You write those letter sounds down, and that way you have just spelled the word cactus correctly. What's a cactus? It's a type of plant. It's a thorny, green type of plant that can survive in really, really dry places like the desert. It knows how to absorb water and save it for the dry days. Okay, let's read our words together. Hectic. Blend, hectic. Do it with me. Napkin. Blend, napkin. Helmet. Blend, helmet. Cactus. Blend, cactus. Your turn. Blend, 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 blend. All right, let's read the words out loud together. Hectic, napkin, helmet, cactus. Yay! Good job. Now, you are going to have a syllabication practice, a rabbit word syllabication practice. In this section, you're going to mark the vowels and the consonants. In this section, you are going to split the two parts. First part, second part. Read it out loud. Then rewrite the word in this section. You can have a go at syllabicating these words even though I did it already. Remember to add sound buttons, same way I was doing the dots under the letters to help you do it. In the book, I did not do that, but I would love you to add the dots. Okay? All right. Pause the video and have a go at your syllabication practice. And I'll see you tomorrow with another syllabication pattern.